Come through, Tevin.
Yeah.
Beautiful music right here.
It's great.
Yeah.
Somebody should rap on this.
Yeah.
First of all, let a real nigga do what he doing right quick. Everybody just silencio real quick.
Yeah.
No,
Rage in the Machine out this Friday, though. It's a celebration here today, bitches.
Yeah.
I'm hype, right?
Yeah. Yes.
It's the mall.
Yes, you are.
So if I'm gone when tomorrow come, the mission for my
man. Oh, yes.
How will we receive so
Oh, talk to these niggas. Oh, come on.
Did you bring me a copy of the album though?
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn. You know, I might have one in my car.
Right.
I forgot, man. I texted you so early. I got so many of them, but I do have yours. I do have a copy.
I'm happy that our friend is excited about his little mixtape that's coming out on Friday.
Rory, all Rory does. I'll name this podcast later, episode number 85. I'm your host, Jump Off Joe Beasy. Across from me is Michael Roars, Rory Lane. Lanes to my right is Maul.
Yeah.
We are in the building. I'd like to welcome Maul back. Maul was absent last week. Like, this is a class absent, right?
Right.
Maul was celebrating a birthday, which is fucked up because Rory and myself, we really wanted to talk to you about Brandon Jennings last week.
Yeah, because we were thoroughly happy with his performance.
Maul gonna get tired of me hitting him because every single Maul, we have this relationship where Maul knows I'm a Knicks fan. Maul has never had a reason to be invested into the Knicks.
This is so true.
So we just never really kick it. Maul's a Laker fan. We talk about basketball. We don't talk about my team. But with Brandon on the Knicks, every single time he touches the ball, I'm texting Maul with passionate Knick rants. Yeah. Honestly.
Well, I hit you when we were...
And I hit Maul. It's a chain.
I hit you and I said, listen, man, Derrick Rose, whatever happens to that case, I'm cool. Brandon was balling.
Damn. Get y'all niggas ready to get D Rose out of here.
I text Maul and what did I say? I said, yo, let's keep D Rose where he at, man. Yeah. I'm about to testify in the case.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, they look good though.
Yeah, we need to get Brandon on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll come.
Watching their preseason games, I'm gonna lower what I thought my win total was for the Knicks. I'm gonna lower it to probably 43.
I'm still at 46.
40.
I'm staying at
wins?
46.
43 wins, down from 47.
I think they're gonna get 50 wins.
All right, but the Knicks didn't do shit but lose a fucking game, so I'm not starting my podcast with them. How's everybody's weekend been?
Good, man. You know, getting over this little congestion, but I'm good.
You sound a little.
Cool.
You sound a little off.
Yeah. It's this weather. It's fucking 80 degrees out today.
Yeah, Mother Nature's all over the place.
Yeah.
Typical woman.
The world is going to end.
Typical woman.
Typical woman, that damn Mother Nature.
Mother
Can't
Nature
make
might
up her
be
mind.
from Dykeman now that I think about it.
Yeah, dead ass.
Mother Nature might be from Dykeman.
I was upset that my pool was closed today. I walked out the house at 7 a.m. and text Sin immediately like, yo, fam, come downstairs. Like,
were you doing press? Or you were just leaving your house at 7 a.m.?
No, every morning when I wake up, I make coffee and I go outside and I look in the sky and I thank God for blessing me with another day.
That's cute. How's press been going? Have you been nicer to people?
I think so. In this latter portion of the rollout, I mean, if there's a such thing as a rollout, I've been getting pretty informed interviewers, savvy interviewers. So it's really not a need for me to be a dick at all. But you know what? After our conversation, like I was telling you before the podcast, after our conversation on the last podcast where you made me step back and take a look at my behavior, I said to myself, you know, I don't need to behave that way. If I'm well versed in radio, which I am because I have a background in radio now all of a sudden, and someone is carrying on a porous interview, then it's mature of me to help and not hurt it.
Yeah,
because it's
not
only hurting me.
Because now the headline is about you walking out and treating them like shit. It's not about your album.
Yeah, but you know my brain is off, so I don't really be thinking that I am treating these people like shit.
It's like a relationship. You have to compromise, Joe.
But
you know what's funny? I saw an interview you did with Jack Thriller.
That's what we're talking about.
That shit was so funny because you was like, I never said that. I never did that. And then he was going back to when you said it, and that was one of the funniest interviews ever to me. Because I was like, I'm so glad he put this out on Joe. Because Joe will swear up and down, he never said this, he never did that. He like, Joe, I did an interview. You like, you did not do an interview with me. And then the nigga Jack look at the camera like, what? And then rewind to the clip when he did the interview. That was funny.
Cute little post editing.
Yeah, that was dope.
He did. Cute move there, Jack Thriller.
Yeah, that was dope.
So now here we are. I find myself enthralled in yet another podcast beef, and we are going to discuss podcast wars the same way we discussed streaming wars, because quiet is kept. There's a lot of moving and shaking going around yet again that I don't think people are really paying attention to. And when some of these things happen on podcasts, my brain and just my higher frequency of thinking kind of tells me why things are being done when they're being done. So
it wouldn't be beef unless you threw yourself in it.
So let's have let's have a little bit of podcast beef. Here we are. At some point or another, I would like to say there were 2 times where I mentioned envy in a way that could be deemed as negative on this podcast. Mm-hmm. One is when DJ Envy, for those of you who don't know who I'm referring to, one was when he was on the radio saying he supported stop and frisk. Mm-hmm. That was on a Tuesday, or a Monday or a Tuesday that happened. I tweeted, I said, DJ Envy supports stop and frisk, ... Interesting. And the other is on this podcast when we were talking about the success of The Breakfast Show and whether Envy is at A mic or not.
That and the Styles P freestyle you did, where he retweeted it and said Styles went off.
Oh yeah, that was real minor. I don't think he's going on a rant about that. But
no, I said it was a rant.
All right, so here
that's when he was brought up.
So to my knowledge, and I mean, if I'm incorrect, I thought the fans would have let me know, and they didn't. That's all that was said about Envy. So I'm minding my business throughout the course of my day. Nori's podcast, Envy and Angela Yee are there. I immediately see it and think that's a great idea because they have the #1 morning show. It's probably a good idea to hear some of the behind-the-scenes stories that the two of them have, experienced throughout the years. And Nori's podcast, what up, Nori, is premised on getting niggas drunk, pissy drunk, and then, spilling stories and maybe going at niggas. So I understand it. It's a very entertaining podcast,
great
right?
Podcast.
Yeah.
We really enjoy it. And he got a deal from Revolt.
Maybe.
Was that a secret?
Yeah. I don't know if that's out
true.
there yet. So I'm not going to confirm or deny.
Oh, well, all right. Well, allegedly, Nori is with Revolt. That's not, we're not fact checking here.
Shouts to Nori, man.
I didn't
That's
call
my nigga,
Nori.
man.
Shout out to Nori for the War Report. Like, you just got to do it. You got to do it. If you have an album like that in your discography, yeah, you're rocking. But anyway, so on Nori's podcast, Envy and Angela Yee are there, and they get right to the shits immediately. Do we have it so we can play it?
Yeah, I have it.
We'll play some of it.
That's not a curse. That's a blessing.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a disappointment as a person.
Speaking about you.
You got your phone number?
Yeah, we see each other a lot at the barbershop. And it's certain things that I respect from people, and if he's that way, I understand. That's in his blood, and that's him. He can't change that.
It's in his blood. I like the shot.
Way to go, Nori. Thanks a lot, bro.
I respect. And he was one of those individuals that coming up. We came up together.
Came through y'all, right?
So
Clue put him
that's
on,
true.
Correct?
Yeah, Clue put him on.
All of this is true thus far.
Web and Nitty picked him up.
Yeah, if there was a problem or a situation, I would call him first. For instance, since we here, I'm not drunk yet, but when we get drunk, I'll tell you some more.
Okay, you please.
Oh, gosh.
Please.
Way to go, Nori.
What I think makes a disappointment is he's a runner. And when I mean runner, if he gets pressed into a corner,
you pussy.
he runs.
That is what that means. Let's
I'm
listen.
saying, let's do the history.
Break it
Shout
down,
out to
Envy.
Taxstone. Taxstone is here.
What up, Tax?
Taxstone bump heads it, but if
fucks
I
with
see him, I
Tax.
still approach
What
him,
up, bro?
still met.
Approach him how?
Nah, like if we have a difference of opinions, we could, as men, we could have a difference of opinions.
Yeah.
Right.
But when he did that podcast, when he
Speak
was
about Joe Buttons, correct?
Yeah, when he was
His
feeling
own
away.
podcast.
What was
When he
on the
feeling away.
podcast?
I don't remember what it was, but I just remember him leaving, him walking out. That's
Because you was scared.
He's referring to me walking out of the Tax podcast, right?
And then when he went to
'Cause I'm
what was
pussy.
it, Hot 97 interview?
You are.
Thanks, Roy.
He ran out when he was asked some questions.
Ran out.
And so you can't live your life like that. You can't live your life where you have 100% of your life out there, but then when they ask you about something in your life and you don't feel comfortable, you run.
Look at me,
That's not
King.
grown man shit.
Bars.
Not to talk about him because I don't want to talk about it so much. But
All right, do we need any more of this?
We don't.
We
We got
don't
the
need.
point.
We don't need any more of this.
He was just trying to give you a large picture.
So, Maul, this is what has been occurring while you have been gone. Now, a few things here. I don't mind anything that Envy said there. I actually thought that he handled that situation probably as best as he could. This is my only thing. At some point, at some point it started to become really easy for batteries to be inserted into people. Right. So I always will find it funny when Nori says, yeah, Joe Budden been coming at you. Did you hear it? Envy says no. And then just goes on this, fuck Joe Budden is pussy, Joe Budden is a runner. So that's number one. That's my problem number one there. Number two, Nori has been doing this a lot now, right?
Yeah, Nori likes to bring you up on his podcast.
Why do you think Nori likes to bring me up so much on his podcast?
The people that he speaks to have some form of a history with you, I would say.
Well, Nori's my guy from Queens. Like, that's my guy. That's my guy. So I don't know why he brings me up, but there's got to be a reason. It's got to be a reason if Vlad brings me up too, and I don't think the reasons are similar at all. I don't think they're parallel, but you got to look at the large picture, man. No, we don't care.
Envy was trying to give you the large picture right there.
And wait, let me also add that Envy is starting a podcast.
He is.
Envy and his wife.
That's interesting.
I don't know what it's called, but that's important to note here as I'm being character assassinated on this show. Okay, oh, this is time out. This is my only other problem with shit like this. And I texted Envy earlier. I texted him. I said we should talk. No, and he said question mark. I said I heard the podcast. It sounded like we should talk. Don't you agree? And he said yeah. So eventually, him and I will have a conversation. But let me ask y'all two who know me, and I know my brain is off here. The tax shit and the Ebro shit, why do people keep bringing up those interviews as examples of running from confrontation?
Well, I mean, jokes are better than facts on Twitter, so that's where that comes in. But I think
no, but they weren't joking just now when they said that.
No, but I think Envy
was very serious.
I think Envy feels the type of way to the point of you speaking to Charlemagne saying, I've known you from South Carolina, we go way back. There's certain things that you could speak to me about before you say them on the air. I think that's the same case here. Envy is looking like, Joe, shit, we go back to my mother's basement. You ain't need to say that.
I didn't need to say that Envy supports stop and frisk.
His point of view.
It's interesting to me. I think men should stop doing that too. Like, I don't want people calling me every time they think something about me.
Oh, me either. But
I don't even care.
I think that was Envy's point, and I'm just trying to put it in your point of view with the same thing with Charlemagne. When you were saying we know each other outside of this industry shit.
I'm going to ask Envy. Envy's going to give me an apology on my podcast.
All right, Ray J. We got it.
The bottom line is niggas just don't fuck with you, yo.
That was a better way to sum it up.
But I've been told you that about Envy. Real shit. I've been told you, but I told you that about Envy like 2 years ago when we was at Jose's crib that day at the barbershop, and you know he was waiting to get cut after you. And it was just weird, like he didn't say what's up, nothing. And I was like, and then when we walked out, I said, "Yo, you and Envy don't fuck with each other."
I remember that. I remember.
It's like an industry what's up. Like niggas feel like because y'all in the same industry, they say what's up, but niggas really don't fuck with you. That's the bottom line. Like I think Envy, you know, he's a cool nigga for the most part. I don't really know him like that. I see him coming, but he don't fuck with you. Even before all of this tweeting shit and all of that, he just don't fuck with you. We've seen him in strip clubs certain nights. He don't speak to you. Like, nigga, he really just don't fuck with you.
And well, yes, you're right. But I mean, if we're gonna tell the truth here, and this is why I want to call Envy and be clear, I gave Envy an open invitation to join this podcast whenever he feels. But if we're gonna be transparent here, it's some nights where Envy's feeling himself out in the streets.
Yeah.
It's some nights where Envy's feeling himself. He don't really want to talk. Yeah. I mean, he's Ferrari'd up. He's fucking 2 chained up.
Yeah. Envy is very political, and you have a stigma around you that isn't political. So liking you is not, if someone's trying to be political in the industry, liking you is probably not in their best benefit.
But you know what? But let me give y'all the large picture here. And this is to Maul's point now. What's becoming trendy and very popular in the industry is when men don't fuck with you, but they haven't let you, and I'm not saying this is applicable to Envy and myself, but when men don't fuck with you and they don't let you know they fuck with you and they hide it under the guise of, oh, I fuck with you, we go way back.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Right.
A lot. I even noticed it on Twitter, like the Twitter niggas with that whole fucking you know, the condescending shit they do, the fucking salutes. I don't mean like when you salute,
right,
but like when you retweet some shit and you give them fake props or shit like that. Yeah. Like, knock it the fuck off. You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. That's okay.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. How come everybody always thinks something is wrong when you don't fuck with somebody?
It's not that
most people want to be liked. That's all.
Yeah, and I mean, this industry is just built on just especially hip hop. I don't think R&B or country music has to deal with this type of shit. But like in our culture, we give out a lot of fake love. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fuck with you. And then as soon as you walk away, it's like, man, fuck that nigga.
And
hip hop is so crabs in the barrel that if someone else is getting attention, you feel like, all right, I'm not getting enough attention. Let me go get that attention.
Y'all perfectly segued me to my next point, which is, hey, hate to be the guy to pat myself on the back here, but it's a few of you media niggas that know I kind of media better than y'all.
Yeah, that could be.
I'm dead ass. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
That's a good T-shirt. I'm media better than you.
Yeah,
I do. So now it's like in that world, you're viewing me a bit differently. You're viewing me as a threat in that media world because I have a successful podcast.
You know what it is too in hip hop.
And I'm not saying that about envy. I've just opened the floor for general discussion now.
Yeah, we passed that. But what it is in hip hop that I noticed, people don't fuck with you unless they feel like they have something to gain from fucking with you. Like, Envy doesn't feel like he has anything to gain from fucking with you right now. Now, if you put out a platinum selling album and you go on to be on, one of the biggest series on TV and all this other shit, the relationship might change between you and Envy.
I don't like relationships like that.
I'm just saying that's what this industry is. Like, people don't fuck with you until they feel like they can gain something out of fucking with you.
Royce told me many, many, many years ago, like when him and I first started hanging out, he said, you know what it is about you? Niggas want to like you. They just don't fuck with you because you don't fuck with them.
Yeah. And then, it's the thing where, it's like when you go to say what's up to a nigga, sometimes niggas not sure if you going to say what's up back. And then niggas don't want to look like idiots. That's kind of what it is. Like, people just don't, they try to check your temperature because they just think that you're just all over the place, you loopy in your head and all of this other shit. So they just don't know what Joe they're getting today. Like, is he going to say what's up to me? Is he not? Is he got a problem with me? Does he not have a problem with me? So it just gets to a point where people just don't know how to approach you.
And then when they see Jack Thriller interviews,
it only confirms.
It's just like, all right, he is a dick.
I want to be.
If they can't gain anything from you, they look at that as well and say, well, I don't want to be his fucking friend either.
Yeah.
I want to work on becoming more approachable. I want to work on being friendlier. I want to work on having more patience. Life is about self-improvement. I will take all of these things into consideration during my self-inventory. Right? Thank you, guys. And Envy, I'm still calling you. And you still have an open invite to come to my show.
I wish he was free to call him now on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. He said he wouldn't be free until a certain time, and that would have been really good. So off of that for a little bit. Such an interesting week, right? The same way I don't be knowing that I'm really an old head until, like we heard the comedian say, the throwback of the day comes on and it's a joint that you love, like, oh shit, that's my song.
Right.
So that happened again with this Surviving Compton biopic that just came out. It happened again. That was the moment. I noticed that nobody around me had any idea who Michelle A was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They didn't know anything about her story. They didn't know her music. They didn't know shit. And I'm saying to myself, how the fuck y'all don't know Michelle A? And then I start thinking back to when that was.
Early 90s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're not supposed to know Michelle A or her story.
And also not to throw Dre under the bus any more than he already was in that movie. This stigma of Dre has been around for quite some time. I just think the new fans don't know that. Well, the people that saw Straight Outta Compton as a biopic of people they'd never heard of, Dre looked like a great fucking guy in that movie.
Well, explain what you're talking about for the people that don't know, and Maul didn't see the movie.
Yeah, I didn't see it. So.
Well, Dre has been accused and I believe settled with a couple women on domestic violence.
Well, before you start, let's be clear. They were killing Dre. I was parked in Dre's mentions. Yeah. Oh, that's the best part of when they're killing somebody is their mentions.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, just at the start of the movie, that compared to Straight Outta Compton, it looked like an elementary school play. Like, I don't know who they casted as Easy. Cube, no, they just threw a Jerry curl on a light-skinned guy and, painted a beard on him.
But
it was poorly put together as far as
I see that they used the same Suge, though. I thought that was cool.
I was about to say, I felt like the
Michelle did well.
The parts that needed to be casted strongly, I felt were. I thought this Dre did a great job. Just as far as the casting, they casted a good Dre, Suge, and Michelle A. Everybody else I didn't really give a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! They
like Easy and Ice Cube.
with Jerry
I loved because he looked because that's just who I picture. That's the guy that I picture when you think of Jerry Heller.
Jerry Heller looked like he was my age in that movie. He looked so fucking young in that movie. But also, it was a completely different picture of him because he was like the nicest guy in the world. It's funny how people's perceptions of people change 100%. He was the nicest guy in the world in that movie. Easy was the nicest guy in the world in that movie. Suge, for 80% of the movie, was the nicest guy in the world. It was like everyone was around and Dre was just the complete fucking lunatic around all these sane, beautiful people.
So was this just one, just one like a short film, or was it
just
like
one
a series?
shot?
Okay,
No, not a
It was
series.
a Lifetime. You ever seen a Lifetime movie by accident?
Got
It was
you.
one of those.
Got you.
Now, they did cast Dre and make him look. That Dre made Ike Turner look like fucking Mickey Mouse. Like they cast him to be like a mad monster with an out of control temper with anger management issues.
You think Dre watched it?
Yeah, it don't matter if he didn't.
Well, shit, he said he was going to sue before it came out.
Yeah, he knew what was coming.
Okay.
He knew what was coming because he's been trying to put a stop to this for quite some time.
Okay.
I guess he failed.
Yeah, obviously.
This is one of my problems with that too. Like, clearly that's not factual.
What do you mean?
The movie.
Right.
Like everything in the movie is not factual. It's inspired by and it's one person's account of. So now we're in the generation or we're in the climate where you make that movie, you could put in the beginning, inspired by true events. Everything you see is not 100% accurate. But once it's aired, that is accurate, nigga.
Set in stone.
Right.
Once it's aired, that's what happens. So it don't even matter if that wasn't Dre. If Dre wasn't wilding like that now.
That was you now.
Yeah, man, that would be really fucked up if this came out before his fortune.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the truth is somewhere in the middle between those two. Between Straight Outta Compton and Surviving Compton. Well, then again, she wasn't even in Straight Outta Compton, but I think Dre's personality was probably somewhere in the middle of those two.
Hitting a woman is probably the only thing people will never forgive you for if they see it. They will never forgive you for it ever. It's like the only thing. Like we accept killers. We accept killers before we accept them type of niggas. Like really think about that. The world is fucking insane here. All these people are sick, by the way, so don't get unedgy where I'm about to go. I'm ending. I'm ending there. I'm not going anywhere with this. What else happened really, really big that was important that I got to kick off? Oh my God! All right, Maul. Did you read the Azealia Banks story?
Oh God.
No, I would never read an Azealia Banks story.
Oh, you are missing out. You are missing.
What is the
First
story?
of all, how do we all feel about Azealia Banks? Because I love her.
I think she's talented.
She's very talented.
I just think that she's in her own way, much like yourself.
I think she's crying out for help.
Yo, Maul sends a shot my way every fucking chance
No,
he
but
gets.
I always tell you this. You're your biggest obstacle. You are your biggest obstacle.
Okay, well, all right. I want to debate that, but can I finish Azealia Banks first?
Okay, no.
This was the same thing with Charles Hamilton when I said you were like him.
Like
Maybe Maul can articulate it better.
I think that Azealia Banks is talented. I think that all of the shit outside of her craft stops people from getting to her craft. And,
you know what? People have to stop saying that.
And respecting her
For
craft.
me.
Seriously. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. Like, a lot of people follow you because they want to see the crazy shit you're going to say, the crazy shit you're going to do. Mm-hmm. If I ask somebody to spit a Joe Budden bar, most people would not be able to do it unless it's like one of a bigger single or a bigger
That's
hit.
true.
People don't really know how dope you are lyrically. A lot of people that follow you on social media.
That is true.
They follow you because of the fuck shit.
That's
like
true.
Joe he gonna go at somebody, he gonna diss somebody. A lot of niggas follow you because that nigga always keep a bad bitch with him. It's always things outside
I think that when people talk about fuck shit with me, it's over exemplified.
No, it is.
Like when we talk about the fuck shit, like let's really talk about like what do we mean exactly when we talk about Joe and Joe's fuck shit? The fact that Joe tweets freely or tweets regularly about just whatever the fuck he wants, just shit that has nothing to do with music.
That. And
okay, I follow you.
You seem to always be in it with someone, like going back and forth with someone, another celebrity or another
I don't
artist.
like that wording. Seem to always that.
No, but that's what.
with another artist.
Yeah, with another artist.
Okay, no, that's true. That's true. So I'm never right at all when I'm going at it with other artists?
Not saying that you're right or wrong.
But the perception.
It takes people away from the music, is what I'm saying.
And when someone doesn't like you, whatever you say isn't right.
Yeah, and a lot of things that Azealia does, it takes people away from her music. Now, I don't think that she makes music for me or guys like me, but I still understand when somebody is talented. Like, I can still recognize that. And I think she is very talented, but it seems like every time I'm hearing about her, it has something to do with everything other than her music.
Let me ask you a question. It's a question that I've asked a few people during this very same conversation or conversations that were similar in nature.
Hold on, example, before you go there.
All right.
The record that Fab put on his mixtape, a lot of people don't really even know that that's your record. And they love it. And I see people talking about, yo, that Fab record is crazy, I love it. I'm like, nigga, that's Joe's record.
That's true.
But you put that record out and then jumped right into a beef with Drake.
That was a mistake.
So but that's what I'm ultimately saying. It takes people away from, you know what I mean? People know that you beefed with Drake, but they don't know that the songs that they love with Fab on it is really your record.
If in 10 years, all right, let me figure out how to word this properly. If in 10 years, music is my second or third source of income, do you still say Joe Budden's antics took away from what should have been occurring? Or however you word that. Do y'all follow me? I know that.
Yeah. No,
clarify the end a little bit.
You know how Maul and other people say his antics and the shit that he does takes away from his talent. Envy, you hear certain people say he should have been bigger. Like Envy said in that podcast, his career would be deemed as a disappointment. Everything people say about me, I could argue with just knowledge and logic. But anyway, that's what I mean when I say that. So the end was a little bit mumble jumbled. But if in 10 years, rap is nowhere near involved in how I make my main source of income, can you still look back at everything that occurred and judge it?
No, because I think everything happens for a reason.
I think that's a very valid question,
that's a valid
right?
question.
Your antics would then lead to these other sources of income, is what you're saying?
Or may be in large part due to,
that's what I'm
right?
saying.
It helps people
in a positive way.
Yeah, it like they get more of who you are, your personality, and people, obviously want to see it and want to hear it and want to watch it. So I get what you're saying with that.
So when you say that there's a large community of people who don't necessarily know my talent, you're right. But everybody that's following me is not following me for the same thing. We have a lot of people who listen to this podcast that hate my music.
Yeah,
I'm not ever to knock them. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I say that from the point of just because I know how talented you are, and I think that you should be given way more credit, and you should be spoken about more with the cats that they deem today to be, dope lyricists, and he's amazing. Like, I put you right there in the same room with all of these guys just because I know your music and I know your talent. But the shit around it is what kind of takes people attention away from that.
But on top of that too,
to that.
but I mean,
timing definitely does.
No, timing, because you could stand toe to toe with the people from the golden era as far as rapping, but you came out in 03, 04. 05 is when music shifted to a realm of, not to knock the South, but things that just weren't surrounded around lyrics.
I'm even talking about
so those
cats
fans
now,
aren't listening.
No, he's talking about period.
I'm talking about cats now today.
He's talking like the Kendricks, the Coles.
Yeah.
Well, no, but these new fans now only know you for your antics. They don't know you for that. The Cole Kendrick fans.
Well,
it's timing wise. You're on that cusp where the golden era, whatever, they was done with that, and then you moved to 05 where you would have prospered, but it wasn't that type of realm as a fan. And now you have the new kids that do like lyrics, but they only know Joe Budden as loving hip hop and a psychopath.
To add to that too, and I wanted to add something to Maul's point. You're as correct as you are. I'm the only one from that bridge era, because that's what I call it. I feel like people like me, Fab, Pusha T, we were the bridge,
absolutely,
to all of the people that are doing it now. I'm the only one they talk about from that bridge era like that, and I'm the only one still relevant today. Well, out of the people that are still relevant today, I'm the only one they speak of like that from that bridge era. Like, we don't look at Fab and say, well, Fab came out back then, so like we don't look at Pusha and say, yo, the times changed, and like we don't do that. Only with me do we do that.
Fab was really, really good at keeping with what people wanted to hear from a popularity standpoint. You did not.
And not only that, Fab.
That was my other point.
Fab keeps a lot of bullshit away from him too, though.
Yeah, and Fab's just cool.
That goes to my point of what I'm.
And that wasn't a knock at you, but Fab just knows always how to be cool in every situation. even if he's not being himself.
The music part is the other point I was going to make. Let's look at the alternative. Let's say Joe Budden did not get in Joe Budden's own way, and everything was bliss. Everything was wonderful. Knowing the person that I am, I would hate it.
Right.
I would not only hate it, number one, but number two, I don't think my music and the music that I'm happy creating appeals to such a large demographic. Like, I killed J. Cole for that Wet Dream song because he was 30 telling me about how he lost his virginity. I don't want to hear that shit. Right. It was a hit for him.
Right.
And it worked for him. So, I mean, different strokes for different folks.
You wouldn't have been good at that. I think your career went in the direction it should have.
I agree with that. So when people say...
So you wouldn't have a career, period, had you tried to follow what Fab was doing.
That's why. See,
I think it would have been.
And even with Fab, I could flip the coin with anybody you name. Fab, as great as he has done, he's never toured. He doesn't tour. I could paint an entire PowerPoint bulletin and say how I think that's hurtful. I've said it to him, but he has a different way of doing things. Again, different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember. Should tour more. Fab shows are great. You forget how many fucking hits he has.
Fab has a lot of.
I'm trying to convince Fab. Oh man, Fab and myself.
We're gonna get back to Azealia Banks, but go ahead.
Yeah, we are. Fab and myself. We are. For me, we are the pinnacles of just different. The poster childs for different frame of minds and different ways of going about it. So for me, for this project, for Raging the Machine to be coming out on Move Music, my own imprint, distributed through Empire, to be independent there. The struggles that we go through and keeping this podcast independent and knowing why we do it that way. Let's be very clear for the people that don't know, all this shit is aligned together and goes together. Clearly, I'm trying to do things a bit differently than some of my contemporaries. Right. Clearly, my plan is different. So for so many people to attempt to judge a plan without knowing what the plan is, for you to say it's a disappointment, I almost get offended when people say that. I could easily look at an Envy or anybody and say, you're a disappointment, you're not Khaled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a disappointment. You was around, you had a whole verse in your album, you was around Fab, Stack, you had a whole lineup and nothing. That's disappointing.
That's just why success is relative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't behave that way. We can't do that. How could I do that to somebody? I couldn't and sleep at night.
But with podcasts and radio and Twitter and Instagram, people get uncomfortable for some reason now when they're not giving an opinion about something. It's given a platform to give an opinion that you typically wouldn't give, but now that it's offered, you give it. And it comes out wrong because you probably wouldn't have said that to begin with.
Yeah, like a lot of people, and let me be perfectly clear for a minute. Drum roll, please.
It's okay to just not have an opinion on something.
Wait, hold up, Rory, because I don't want you to catch none of this heat in case some come, because I'm about to talk my shit real quick. Let me be perfectly clear. These people that appear to be larger than life, that speak a certain way about the God, can't really do so. I own all my shit. It's very important for me to be independent. I worked and bust my ass to get to this point today. So when you own your shit... Yeah, man, these niggas can't really talk to me, man. and I still wrap a circle around these niggas. Now, Azealia Banks.
Yes.
I woke up this morning. I saw a story that read, I saw a headline that read, it said, Azealia Banks and Russell Crowe gets kicked out of Russell Crowe's hotel room.
A headline you typically wouldn't think you would see. Russell Crowe and Azealia Banks together.
Yes, Maul.
So Russell Crowe and Azealia Banks are fucking?
No, but time out. Don't say a word. Isn't that an intriguing headline? Look at your face right now. That was my face. Don't you want to know more? The first thing I said to myself was, why the fuck is Russell Crowe with Azealia Banks? And why the fuck is Azealia Banks in Russell Crowe's hotel room, right?
For a dinner party.
I didn't know that yet. Okay. So I click on the story. Russell Crowe was having a private dinner party to play some music and have some dinner with a few of his good friends. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I read that, my brain said, well, who the fuck invited Azealia Banks to this?
Right.
And as I continued to read, the RZA was there. Oh, no. As I continued to read, I then found out that she was a +1. And then my brain said, well, who the fuck is +1ing Azealia Banks to Russell Crowe's party? And it was the RZA. God damn it was the RZA. And then I thought, wow, this is one of the greatest stories I've ever heard. Russell Crowe was playing some music. This is all allegedly. Mm-hmm. I read this. Russell Crowe's playing some music. Azealia Banks says, man, all this shit ass. All this shit y'all playing is whack. Man, turn up. Man, you know.
You said it's
whatever.
Old white man music.
Yeah, old white man music.
Quote.
One of Russell's lady friends tried to hint at her to pipe it down. That's when voices were raised. And Azealia Banks just, according to this story, she just wilded out and started calling him.
She said she was going to break a glass open and slice it on their neck to see how much blood could come out or something along those lines.
She said, y'all would love it if I broke this bottle and started stabbing everyone in the necks and blood flew everywhere, just like a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, so then apparently she got up. Maybe she had an object in her hand. We don't know. And Russell Crowe put her in a bear hug.
Grabbed her, allegedly.
And threw her out.
Allegedly.
Azealia Banks then said she was called the N-word and was thrown out.
It always goes back to that with Azealia Banks. Like, every time I hear Azealia Banks' story, it always goes back to some racist shit.
Well, I'd have called her nigga too. Shit.
I would have called her everything. If you talking about you gonna cut everyone open like a Tarantino movie, like get your nigga crazy ass out of here,
and
bitch.
Her statement was very, very, I'm a victim. I kind of want to pull it up. It almost sounded like she got raped. Like the way she was saying,
the wording
it was weird.
Was very Olivia Benson-ish.
What has the RZA had? Where was the RZA in all of this? Where was the RZA in all of this? That's his +1. You got to control your +1, yo.
No, me and you have been against +1 for so long. People never control their fucking +1.
You gotta control your +1. That's a golden rule, man.
God forbid your +1 has a +1.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Yeah, now you the +half?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
So this is what she said afterward. This is a stain on me. My femininity feels stained. I feel stained as a woman. I feel mishandled. I feel mistreated. I feel dirty. I feel very fucking low.
I feel like every time I hear a woman used as a woman, it's used wrong. Like, stop trying to hide bullshit behind.
Yeah, I feel like
woman.
you went to a party that you were a +1 to and you acted out of character and they asked you to leave.
And they say, get this nigga bitch out of here, like any logical person.
I would have said that.
Roy would have said that.
Yeah, like, I don't give a fuck.
I would not have said
Roy
that.
Roy would definitely have said, who invited this nigga bitch here?
Get this pickaninny out of here. That's what Roy would have said.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, man. So I'm not mad at Russell Crowe, man. Hey, Russell Crowe, if you didn't see Maul, that's who you should have put clown juice on, fucking Azealia Banks. Even though we love Azealia Banks. Friend of the show.
Yeah, but...
Friend of the show.
So you're a friend of the show?
No, but I'm just the people I
Friend
like.
to the show is funny. Friend to the show to no one who has actually ever been to the show.
For a show that don't have guests, right?
Word.
Yo, no, we have to do that.
Friend of the show.
Azealia Banks is a friend of the show.
She's definitely a friend of the show.
That's number one. So what else good? What else? Oh, man. Wait, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to have as much fun with this twerking shit.
Oh my God.
I had a blast.
With young Nikki?
I had a blast. I don't care what y'all say. I know we shouldn't talk about it. I've lost my talk about Nicki, Meek, Drake privileges. But if you didn't think that twerking shit was funny.
I just didn't understand when she started twerking and she stopped and told somebody, don't take no pictures of me. You're at a concert.
Oh, I didn't even hear that part.
Yeah.
Yes.
She turned around. She looked at someone and said, "Don't take no pictures of me."
No. You're wrong. She didn't turn around and look at someone. She turned around and looked at 20,000 people.
I said, "Don't take a picture of me."
Well, taking a picture of her would have been rape culture.
Because she was. Oh my God. She was talking to one person in particular, but she turned around and looked at the crowd in Barclays.
Right.
Basically. Like, you're performing. You're naked. You're in lace.
It's also on tight. It's being filmed.
Yeah. You're a sex symbol. Hey.
Right. I just don't get it.
But so now,
let me ask you something. Did the twerking thing? Did she perform before or after she met Lauryn Hill in the dressing room?
There's no way for me to know.
Perform. I mean, I'm sorry. I would say before.
Before
she performed before she met Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, did Lauryn Hill come into her dressing room before or after she got on stage?
I'm saying before she got on stage.
Probably
she looked
before.
like she hadn't performed yet.
I think Lauryn went on after Nicki. I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Sin was there. I'm getting all my information from fucking Sin being there. Said Beyonce came out, did one song. As
Beyonce should. I was
like, oh, duh.
She obviously wasn't getting paid.
Yeah,
that
what
night.
you thought? You was getting a fucking B set?
Right.
If y'all don't get y'all dusty asses out of this Barclays Center.
Right.
But Beyonce did come back out and she performed X Factor with Lauryn.
Oh, how come I didn't see any footage of that?
What?
You sure? How come no one talked about that?
Wow.
Well, that's what we're here for today.
That's amazing.
Listen to me. So
I'm mad I didn't see that.
There was a video floating around, and I pressed it. Now, I know it's almost impossible to think that somebody could body X Factor better than the original record.
Right.
There has to be an audio version of this. Beyonce doing X Factor, it was ridiculous. Like she bodied.
I totally
bodied that. Sin's story, this is Sin's account, not mine. She was there, was Lauren was doing X Factor, and she was like all over the place with it. Like she wasn't sounding like the record. Mm-hmm. And then Beyonce came out. I'm sure, Google it, Rory, and see if you can find it, because I would like to play that. That's how beautiful that music was.
Yeah, I'm mad.
X Factor to me is one of the greatest R&B songs ever made.
It is.
It's in my. If I have to make a list, it's going in my top, whatever the number is.
I've said it was on this podcast as the number one R&B record.
Beyonce hit that shit out of a park. You found it? You found it? Oh my God! Look at us! Look at us like we got producers here. Let's play this.
Hold on, let's make sure it's it.
No, that's it. I remember. Turn this up.
As loud as it goes.
Jesus. Talk to these niggas, B.
I mean, Lemonade was just like one big X Factor.
Yeah, this makes sense. I think that's another reason I liked it so much.
You could tell that's one of Beyonce's favorite records.
Easily.
She's singing that like she's in the kitchen.
Look. She ain't done. Listen.
Yeah, she killed this shit.
I need the audio version of this. Oh, she feel this.
I can't believe I didn't see a link to this or anything.
That's the visual?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is amazing.
Was Lauren on stage with her?
I haven't seen it
Who
yet.
cares? Hey, turn up though, B. This shit is ridiculous.
She's singing that like she in the kitchen, like she jamming. She jamming like she in the kitchen waiting for the mac and cheese to finish. Like, you can tell that's one of B's favorite joints right there.
She is, right?
Yeah, she jamming
you can
that.
Tell, Jay.
She didn't have to prepare for this. She said,
killing
"Oh, X
that.
Factor, I'll do it tomorrow."
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
She looked like she might have been on her way out the building and they asked her to do that. She was like, "What? Let's go."
For real.
I know
I'm coming
every
right
cue.
back to do that one.
That's crazy. I got chills when I saw it. That would have been worth my time at the Title concert.
yeah.
Hands
Period.
down.
Because I saw some people complaining.
I mean,
Complaining about
Again.
her singing that?
Complaining. Lauren's set was really long.
Okay.
Like I saw somebody joke. They said, all day I was joking, making jokes about whether Lauryn Hill would show up on time, and now she don't want to leave. So her set was pretty long.
well, I saw Lauren at Brooklyn Bowl this year or the end of last year, and she was on time, and it was phenomenal. So I know that's like becoming a running
thing,
joke,
yeah.
but I thought it was great.
I heard you put on a great show.
Yeah. How far into your new relationship can you play X Factor around your girl before you think she probably gonna think of somebody else? Because every girl has a bae they think of and look out the window when someone plays X Factor.
Damn, that sounds like it would be true. I don't want to know who my queen is thinking
I'm
about.
saying,
when
how
X Factor
far?
comes on.
6 months? Do you think you're cool out of the water?
No, 6 months is not enough time. But to the title concert, I heard that fucking and not just from Synth, by the way. I heard the transitions were a little shaky, so they might have been having some technical difficulties backstage, which I think is part of the reason they let Nicki Minaj rant for so long, because I think she was told to buy time, because she went on a long rant, and I'm not gonna say anything because I just can't say anything. But I just don't. She did a lot of cursing.
Yeah, but Nicki curses.
She wasn't sounding. It just
Wait, the same
listen
concert
to it
come
for
out?
you. Listen to it for
No,
yourself.
I did listen to it.
The same
I heard
concert?
it.
Yeah,
When
the
she
same
came out?
concert.
She was like, you want a Milano or you want a
that one. That was a wild. It was just a lot. I don't know, man. Just a lot to me.
Nicki is a dollar van joint at the end of the day. People have to remember that.
Yeah, she's a girl from Queens, man. It's still there. She's gained a lot.
She's
gained a lot of success.
It's there.
She's a superstar now. But at the core of it all, she's a Queens girl.
She still took the van down Merrick.
Yeah,
I was telling that was a good van on Merrick. I was telling Rory and Maul.
That van sucks. What are you talking about?
I don't think it sucked. I thought it was very useful. I was telling Rory and Maul that when this whole Nicki twerking thing was going on, which niggas was killing niggas. That I had such a great time just glued to my phone. Niggas said, look, like she was twerking mud flaps.
Oh my God. Come on, man. Come on, let's relax, man.
Let's relax.
Jesus Christ. Mud flaps?
Yo, wait. Mud flaps. Wait, I got another one.
A friend of mine told me he watched the video. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't like Nicki. I wouldn't hit that. And I immediately called bullshit.
You be believing that, but
I don't think any nigga would. If Nicki walks in the room, nobody in the room is like, I wouldn't hit that.
I could eat. Well, if you're just going on physical appearance, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But if you start to add in some other variables, I could easily see that happening.
I don't think Mo was talking about other variables.
Yeah, I'm talking about looking at Nicki walk in the room.
Wait, Hamp said Nicki twerk like she got scoliosis.
Oh, come on, man. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why niggas don't need a platform. Everybody doesn't need a platform. Man.
I have scoliosis. You know how funny that is? How you twerk like your whole spine is crooked. And we love Nicki. Nicki's a friend of the show.
Nicki's definitely a friend of the show.
Nicki is a friend of the show.
She is a friend of the show. Yeah, she's a friend of the show.
Definitely.
Right? So Nicki was twerking, whatever. We don't care about any of that shit, right? So Safari, I guess, saw this, and I hate that I hate that I know all of this shit, but I'm petty like that. Safari tweeted, yo, y'all, you ever seen a picture of one of your joints? And want to send a yeah. After watching Love and Hip Hop, that's definitely his voice. And you want to send a text like, hey, big head? Right? So I thought that was cool. And then I guess Meek saw it, and Meek he immediately hit us with an Insta clip dissing Safari in the video. He captured it, hey, big head. I love all of this. I know I'm petty.
Right.
But I love it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he delete his Instagram so he could ghostwrite Nicki's captions now?
Meek did delete his Instagram. I don't really understand that. I don't
understand that either.
I don't know why.
How the fuck do y'all not understand that?
Why would
Instagram has put him in nothing but trouble for his entire career.
See, I don't believe that, man.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, like you could easily just not read your comment. You could post whatever you want, and that'd be it.
He turned the comments off.
He easily can't do that because he continues with this behavior. So deleting is probably the best option.
But this is what people got to remember at the end of it all with this social media shit. Whatever is being put out, you're putting it out. You control that.
Yeah, clearly he's not good at it, so he should stop doing it.
Wait, time out.
Just
all
take
right,
away the.
So let me just play devil's advocate here. I don't think he has a problem with the stuff he's putting out. The problem is how it's received and what's said.
Yeah, because it's being received that way because it's becoming a pattern.
Meek had over 8 million followers on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's valuable in today's hip hop.
Right.
Absolutely.
Why are you deleting that? I mean, you've been a head ass. You've been a head ass on there. So why are you deleting it now?
You a head ass for using head ass.
I'm mad at head ass for using head ass. I hate the fact that people are killing head ass too. Every time something is halfway funny and cool, you fucking young idiots come and fuck it right up, and now everything is a head ass, and now I don't laugh anymore at head ass like I used to. Head ass niggas.
Darn it.
Shut up, Rory. Anyway, when your Instagram or your Twitter is deleted, I know with Twitter you have 29 days to recover.
Yeah, he'll definitely have it back.
Oh yeah.
He will have it back, I think.
I don't know. That's just so corny to me to just delete your social media. Like I never understood it. I mean, I don't have a lot of followers on social media, but I just never understood. What is the point of that?
The point of what?
Deleting your account.
I think someone deleted it for him.
I'm not
because everyone's gonna come back to social media at some point. I don't care what you're going through at the moment.
Frank Ocean didn't come back to social media.
Well, he'll be back soon. That remains to be seen. But like when Kehlani went through her ordeal and she almost died or whatever happened to her, and she deleted her account, she was back like 2 days later.
Yeah, but not everyone is as level-headed as you, Maul, and they may have temptation to say something on social media.
But
and
that's
the people
what I'm
around them may say, "Hey, let me get that from you, so you don't do anything more detrimental to what's going on right now."
Taking someone's phone is, listen, don't, you can take somebody's phone, you can whatever, but deleting the account and then getting the account back, and to me, I just don't understand that. I mean, I understand people might, you can't control what somebody's going to do in their social media account. You go like, yo, please don't do this. Please. Once somebody is alone, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
But if you can get your account back, then I don't see much risk in just deleting it for the press.
It's corny,
but that's why I don't like it. Because I feel like that's what it's for. It's for press.
It might be for press.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's corny when people are like, social media is mad corny. Y'all are mad bored. Fuck y'all, and delete it and then come back. You look nuts that way. But in Kehlani's situation, where she's tweeting suicidal things, it's probably better she doesn't have that until she's over that suicidal moment.
Hey, before I forget, also at the title concert, Diddy thanked Kehlani for saving R&B. Karen Civil reported.
Did he thank Kehlani for saving R&B?
Yes.
Kehlani saved R&B?
I'm telling you what Diddy thanked Kehlani for is what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you that she saved it. I'm telling you he thanked her for it. And
listen.
I have nothing here, so
yeah,
take this one.
Listen, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? But Puff got to relax. Kehlani's not saving anything.
No, he said she saved it already.
No, she didn't save it.
Well, how do you know it's thriving?
She didn't save R&B.
You can't prove she didn't.
Listen, man.
I gotta play devil's advocate.
Nah, fuck that.
I like Kehlani.
Fuck you.
I don't even know if Kehlani is R&B.
Yeah, she's R&B.
What would she be?
More pop than R&B.
No.
Nah.
No way.
You Should Be Here was definitely R&B.
What pop record Kehlani did? Well, she put that one record out trying to be pop.
She got a record out right now that's more pop than R&B.
I think that's the record I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think she wants to be pop, but what she is right this second is R&B.
I have not heard a ballad from Kehlani.
You not pop.
The letter is shit. Half that fucking mixtape is a ballad.
Well, new age ballads.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Come on.
Saved R&B? No.
No, I'm not debating that.
No.
This is a ballad by Kehlani.
We all like Kehlani. Kehlani's a friend of the show.
I love Kehlani. She's a friend of the show.
She is a friend of the show.
I love Kehlani, but saved R&B? Come on, Puff.
No, I'm not.
No, Puff just want beat.
I'm just.
No, I don't think Puff wants
just
to
wants
beat.
to beat.
You don't think Puff wants to fuck Kehlani?
No, I don't think
he
Puff
likes
wants
skinny
to fuck
joints.
Kehlani.
Wait, huh? Wait.
No.
You don't think Puff wants to fuck Kehlani?
No.
Why not?
No. She doesn't even. I don't.
She doesn't even what?
She doesn't look.
She just
like,
had a party in the hospital. She just had Kyrie jump shot off. What do you mean?
She doesn't look like
Kyrie.
Though.
Kyrie jump shot left for a whole series.
Yeah, but Kehlani
dribble no more. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but Kehlani doesn't look like Puff's type.
She do to me.
No,
I think Puff.
I don't think Puff has ever been with a tomboy.
She's not polished.
I don't think Kehlani's a tomboy.
Are you stupid?
She's 1000%. Not in a
Kehlani
bad
likes
way.
girls. First and foremost.
She clearly likes niggas too.
Yeah, but she likes girls. She's a tomboy. Don't get it twisted.
That don't make her a tomboy because she like girls.
No, but look at her. Look at the way she dresses. Like, she's a tomboy. She wears baggy shit, jerseys. Like, she's a tomboy. She would rather be.
That shit is sexy today.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I don't think that's Puff's type. I think Puff likes women in every sense of the word. He likes women. He likes he wants them looking like women at all times.
I ain't saying Puff is trying to give her percentage in Ciroc.
No, but you said he wants to beat. I don't think that he's sexually attracted to Kehlani.
Why would he be telling Kehlani that she saved? Thank you for saving R&B to be polite like that.
I mean,
he could feel that way.
He probably one feels that way too.
I just told you that, and you told me no way in hell he feels like that. I'm trying to help your fucking argument.
I mean, I don't know, man. It all goes back to this industry shit, man. Like, he felt like maybe that was just some dope shit to say. I don't know.
I think that sometimes industry people are just way nicer than they need to be.
Yeah, like, I think he just wanted to say some dope shit, motivate her, I guess, a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I got the stamp from Puff that I saved R&B. Like, so now she's gonna go out and try to make some of the greatest music and do some joints with Puff. You know,
Shit, he could be trying to sign her.
People be trying,
or signed her already.
Oh, he could be trying to sign her,
and that's the setup.
Yeah.
Or sign who?
Or already signed her, and that's the setup.
Let me just say that I think Kehlani is super talented. I'm gonna just put that out there.
She is.
Like, I love her, but I don't think she
too.
saved R&B.
No, I don't think she would say that. But I mean, as a new artist, she tweeted about it. Clearly, I could see how it would mean a lot to hear that from Puff.
Right.
So I could see whether it's true or not.
You can't save R&B when you have artists like Luke James and who's the Eric Bellinger.
Everybody always talking about saving R&B, and it be the niggas talking about save some shit that ain't supporting shit.
That's a fact.
Fucking Luke James project ain't where it should be. Y'all niggas ain't purchasing him shit. His shit BJ. Fucking Eric Bellinger put out a project every other month trying to get somebody attention. Like, stop saying we want good music, and then when good musicians put out music, you don't buy it.
It's great music out there.
No, but it sounds cool to save it.
And save it from who?
And what?
It sounds cool to say bring back New York hip hop. It just sounds cool.
People got to stop saying that.
Stop saying what?
Bringing back New York. I brought New York back. I hate when rappers say that.
Who said that?
A lot of rappers have said, I brought New York back. I got New York. No, you have not, and no, you don't.
I brought New York back a little bit.
When did you? When did you bring New York back? First of all, you rep Jersey, number one.
What are
you talking?
I'm more concerned with y'all just bursting out in laughter in my face.
Like,
you don't spit on me.
No, you don't rep New York, nigga.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. Don't spit on me again.
That's funny, man. That is funny.
No, I didn't bring New York back. But I hate when people do that too. I brought New York back, and I got one with this one. I hate both of those.
I hate that. I got one. We got one with this.
Yeah,
no, you don't.
Because I don't even care if you do got one.
No, you don't. You still don't.
Say that to me.
Don't say it. Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear you got one with this. But let's look at the New York scene for a little bit here with, and I ain't going to stay on this, but somebody asked me this during an interview, and when I didn't know that we was doing like that. A Boogie, they said Young M.A., Don.
Here, I actually
Don
put a
Q.
list together because I was about to tweet. Davies, Young M.A., A-Boogie, Joey Badass, Action Bronson, Designer, Don Q. I don't know how someone could say that New York hip hop isn't dope.
Somebody still is even missing from that. I just can't think of them right this second. But that's
I like Don Q a lot. I like
a lot of people like Don Q a lot.
I like that kid a lot.
But that's a nice little lineup.
Yeah,
That's a great lineup.
That's a lineup. That's a region being represented well. Yeah. I would say.
Yeah. People probably just talking about the sound. They don't like the new New York, I guess.
Because it's not old New York.
Yeah, but New York doesn't really have producers like that. That's the problem here.
Not only that, you don't have people up at radio that support New York.
And technology has made it so where you don't things don't have to be regional. Like, when my first album came out, I was so disappointed that New Jersey wasn't in my top 10 selling markets, right? But, today with technology, like Fetty could be big in Kansas City, bigger than he is in certain places, parts of New Jersey. Like, you know what I mean?
I was watching.
We don't know where our reach
interview
is.
with some New York. Was it A-Boogie? Someone was saying like down south they don't get that because the South doesn't. No one says, "Yo, you don't sound like Outkast." It's not really. It's not really Atlanta music.
Outkast?
Well, I'm saying that Dungeon Family sound. They don't do that in Atlanta, but in New York, everyone's like, "You don't sound like you from New York." In Atlanta, they don't sound like Outkast. They don't sound like the original quote-unquote Atlanta sound that the Dungeon Family created. So why is it just in New York that we do that?
Because they whack. We whack in New York. Listen. Oh, my God. Talk for a minute.
Shit, the West Coast might be the only area that stayed true to their sound from day one to right now.
No, it's not fair to say stay true to your sound, but I don't want to have this music debate right now because I'm in a great mood.
Well, Houston too.
100%.
Houston and Cali.
Houston gonna chop and screw a techno record,
and that shit gonna be fire too. That shit gonna be fire.
There's some holes in it. They gonna get their motherfucking chop and screw on.
Oh man. Oh, speaking of Bad Boy, Mary J's husband.
We ain't. Oh
no. Mary J's husband.
You know how much doper our podcast would sound if when you started telling stories like this, like somebody was there with a music bed?
Yeah, if we had like a producer, but we're independent.
If you was dope, you would play the music bed while you was talking about whatever. Go ahead.
You do it, bro. Take the laptop.
No, I don't have that song. But go ahead, Mary J.
Another great moment in Menimus history. Men are getting their vengeance back.
Yes.
And asking Mary that she needs to pay alimony, need to pay for my kids that ain't even yours.
Yes.
It was some wild, astronomical fucking number that he's asking every month.
$125,000.
And I hope he gets every penny of it.
Every last cent of it, Mary.
Women were losing their fucking wigs.
You can't make no more drama and then create drama. Pay the man.
Pay the man.
Pay the man.
Women were saying he's acting like a little bitch. Some type of man.
A husband.
Right.
A husband and a manager who's been there for the last 80 years.
Right.
And if you're going to divorce me after I helped to create this empire, which he did, unless you can argue against it, which he will, pay the man. Now, the number will be negotiated.
Kobe's wife was going to get more just for being there.
As she should have.
This motherfucker helped.
Yep.
Yeah.
I support it. Fuck that. Pay that man.
Yeah, this
man.
is when I actually wish we had a woman here too.
So we could fucking jump her.
Because she would definitely lose this one.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. Mary, they seem like two people that you just never thought was going to break up.
Yeah.
And if they're kind of forcing me to care about this. Hey, quiet as kept. Something else that they're forcing me to care about that I really do not care about. I swear to God, I don't care about this. Right before our eyes, they're getting Kim Kardashian the fuck out of here and making Kylie the new one. The family's doing it. That's the only reason I'm paying attention to this. I think that the family is purposely getting Kim the fuck out of here and focusing their efforts to the young girl.
Well, they got to build this one from the womb. There's a lot more invested in this one.
Yeah,
Kim was a shot in the dark.
This is the
Why
next
am I
phase.
talking about the Kardashians?
I know, because you know about it, because you and your girlfriend Pillow talk about the Kardashians. But I'm going to keep an eye on this one.
Thanks, Joe. Make sure to keep us posted.
I'm always looking for the conspiracy theory. Speaking of conspiracy theories, the debate is tonight.
Is it tonight?
The debate is tonight.
Are we saying tonight actually?
Tonight is in Wednesday. Tonight is
Okay.
in Wednesday night. The debate is along with, if I'm correct, I think the Knicks play the Celtics again tomorrow.
Yeah, they play tomorrow night.
We about to get admitted to that.
Tonight.
Maul, after watching that Boston game, you still don't think Boston is a 50-plus win team?
No. I think they shot the ball out of their mind in the third quarter, and even when all of those threes they were hitting, the Knicks still almost won that game.
The Celtics are going to win 50-plus games. But
No.
whatever, we won't talk about that. Why did I bring
have
up
them
sports?
around the same as the Knicks.
Why did you bring
I
But
that
they
don't
up?
won 50 games last year, we know.
Did they win 50 last year?
And
Well, I think it was like
48
high
the year
40s.
before.
Celtics?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
won 50 last year and 48 the year before. They've been knocking at the door. And they added Al Horford. How we don't think they're going to win 50-plus games?
I just don't see it.
Because the Knicks are in town.
How do y'all feel about Kevin Durant doing the three-pointer no look away shit? Do we like it?
I love Kevin Durant as a person. I think he made the biggest mistake of his career, though,
Why?
because there was absolutely no need and no reason for him to leave Oklahoma City. Number one.
Clearly, there was a bunch of reasons because he left.
No,
Say
that's
nothing to
not-
your knowledge.
No, I think the reason he left had everything to do with everything other than basketball. I think it was all business.
You have to weigh those things, yeah. That
Yeah,
counts.
but I still don't like it though. He doesn't even look right out there.
Does Kevin Durant average more than 25 points this season?
No.
With Mike D'Antoni coaching the Rockets and having James Harden play point guard, who scores more, James Harden or Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook.
Who wins MVP?
Russell Westbrook.
You got a lot of stock in the Thunder on.
No. I just think that Russell Westbrook he's playing, to me, he has always played with a chip on his shoulder, but now he really has a chip on his shoulder.
I want to shoot Odell Beckham Jr. to one.
You want to shoot him? Why? Why do you want to fight him? He won a game for you this Sunday.
He balled out, too.
He had a great game.
See, that's the problem in
Got the
sports.
sassiest
That right
200
there
plus
is
yards
the
ever.
problem in sports, Maul, what you're saying. Because he had 222 yards, I'm supposed to just overlook all of the other fuck shit he does.
No. You're supposed to wait till next week.
Do you
and
know he's still talking to the net?
Yeah, of course he is. That's part of the thing now. It's he's turned into something that almost had clown juice on him. He had
What
some
do you mean
clown-
almost?
No, he
has clown juice on him.
Yeah, but he's trying to flip it now.
Yeah,
I give it a
He's
valid
doing
effort.
a bad job. You don't even see. Show me any time his teammates talk to him on the sideline. Show me one time.
After the touchdown, Eli
Man,
walked up to him.
They slap his ass and keep him pushing. They don't want to talk to this
Because
nigga,
that's
man.
what he likes the best.
Eli, yeah. Let's put some attention there. Eli did an interview and they're asking him
still
about
throwing
it.
him under the bus.
But for Eli Manning, somebody who doesn't talk, to be publicly throwing
Yeah, but
Odell
I think
under the
that's-
bus, it says that clearly there might be a locker room issue that we don't
But
know
that's
about.
still, I think, worse. Of course, Odell is.
I want to trade this nigga, man.
I think it's worse on Eli's
him.
behalf to go out there and just speak about his wide receiver like that.
I think Odell. We got to remember Odell. This is his third year, right?
Yes.
Third year. And
So when do you? He's getting worse.
No, I can't say that though, Joe.
You're not
he went
listening to the post press conference. You're not watching.
I think this is what I think happened. I think that Odell was catapulted onto a platform that he wasn't ready for. He had the cover of Madden. He became a superstar overnight.
After that catch,
In
literally
his second
overnight.
year. This was all happened in his second year. He became a superstar overnight.
Mm-hmm.
He's a social media topic of social media almost every other day.
That's true, and he's amazing at what he does. He's great.
He's an amazing athlete. But I think
he's in New York.
He's in a major market.
That's what it is too.
I think that he's just. Whenever you go through something in a major market as an athlete, it's magnified. Like if he was doing this in Cleveland or Seattle or Houston, like I don't think it would be this magnified. But I think that people got to understand and just look at it. He went through something. He said football wasn't fun. He looked like he was having fun to me Sunday. And I think that's the important part for Odell. He has to get back to that kid that just loves playing football.
He better stop.
Let all of this other shit. Let all this other shit go. You gotta. I understand you might not have been ready for the spotlight and this platform, but you got to get back to just playing the game that you love. Because I think that he's an amazing NFL player.
Definitely an amazing talent.
So I don't think the Giants should get rid of him. No.
Speaking of men getting paid, let's keep it in sports. We got to clap it up for our friend of the show, J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith got paid.
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith got LeBron gonna get a nigga paid now.
LeBron gonna get you paid, man. LeBron
is a good friend to have. I ain't gonna lie.
He's a friend of the show. LeBron's a friend of the show.
He needs to be a friend of the show.
Trying to get paid too.
No, he's not a friend of the show. Hey, LeBron, if you're listening out there, call us up 1-800-A. You could be a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yo, you got J.R. Smith paid, man. What did he get? 56 over 4?
Yeah, I think Jr. Lowballed himself though. I think he just wanted to stay in Cleveland, but I think he definitely could have got more money somewhere else. Absolutely.
No shit, but you're not gonna leave a championship team.
I don't know. If I'm 31,
no, this is him being in Cleveland has done wonders for his brand. I think. Remember, yes, don't do that. Don't do that. We remember him leaving New York after that injury in the Celtics game. He wasn't the same player.
But this is why I say that. I don't think I would.
He was partying every night. He was chasing behind Rihanna. We don't hear these stories anymore.
But here's the thing, though. He's married now, so that he might have that out of his system. But my thing is, once you get the ring,
leave. No, get another one.
Get the money now.
No,
that's my thing.
No, he's always struck me as someone who was worried about branding and being next to LeBron. You don't get better branding than that, and I don't think there's a paycheck. That's invaluable.
Yeah, but he hasn't really. I mean, let's just keep it real. He got paid. Congratulations.
And congratulations to J.R. Smith. His wife announced he's expecting another child, so congrats to him.
Congrats on that.
You got to get paid and then shoot the club up.
Yeah, but my thing my thing with that is I don't think that. See, he got paid because LeBron said once LeBron says I want him here, you're gonna be there. You're gonna get paid. But J.R. really hasn't done anything in Cleveland. He played terrible in the playoffs. Him and Iman, they played terrible in the finals. And you still come away with $14 million for the next 4 years.
How do you lowball?
So you can't listen. Let's slow down. I got too many.
Because once you get a ring,
see now you got more stars.
No, listen though. Once you get a ring,
we're losing women listeners by the second.
You have that in your back pocket now when you negotiate. Dog, I have a ring. Like I don't care what my numbers were. I won. I'm a winner. I'm a champion.
I feel bad with Melo and all this. It's like
it's like
JR is Kanye and LeBron is Jay, and we broke up, and now you're with Jay succeeding. And I co-signed you first. I brought you over.
Yeah, but
poor Melo.
but
Melo's Dame.
But Jr. I get why he stayed, but
Melo making $25 million. Don't poor Melo.
Yeah, no,
ain't nothing poor about Melo.
Dame still making money too. My analogy still works.
But my thing is, I think that Jr. definitely should have just went after the money.
Listen to you.
I have a ring now. What? You just want another one? And another one isn't guaranteed staying in Cleveland. The ring is never guaranteed.
The finals are guaranteed staying in Cleveland. Won't knock it off.
No.
LeBron has been in the finals the last 17 years.
Okay.
Since Jordan retired, LeBron has been in the finals. Knock it off.
Okay.
It's going to be Golden State and Cleveland in the finals. There's no suspense.
I'm saying the ring is not guaranteed.
Oh, no, the ring, they got
getting there, you might get there, but the ring is not guaranteed.
All right, I don't care.
So go get the money.
About Cleveland. He got the money. Shit, 54 and
he could have got
what he
more.
Was going to get.
He could have got more than that. He could have cracked 70. I think he could have cracked 70. Definitely.
We'll argue at another time. Is anything good coming this weekend? Is anything this week happening that I should be aware of?
Your album's coming out.
Well, no shit.
Your album. Congrats on Joe.
Hey, clap it up,
man.
The show.
On the album.
Joe, friend of the show.
Yeah, Joe's a friend of the show.
Joe, the show. Clap it up
Joe's
for him.
a friend of the show. You have a show?
I'm about to say, today's what? So today, the podcast came out today, Wednesday. Thursday, tomorrow, Sin's birthday. Clap it up for Sin.
Clap it up for Sin.
Friend of the show.
Another Libra, yeah.
It's her birthday, so I gotta fucking do something because she bodied mine. Friday, my album comes out. Rage in the Machine is out this Friday. Go ahead.
Get that.
Go ahead and get it.
Henny Palooza DC is on Friday.
Clap it up for Henny.
Clap it up for Henny Palooza. A bunch of friends of the show.
Sold out already, but
friends of the show.
Why do you
wait outside?
Yeah,
no, because I would only
that.
promote it to sell tickets, and I'm telling them not to.
But every time you
because I wouldn't
mention
want some nice fucking podcast fan to show up outside and it's sold out.
It's like a humble brag every time he brings it up and says it's sold out. If it can't buy tickets, then fuck are you talking about?
Tickets are still available for Houston, which is next Saturday.
There we go. Promote
Halloween.
something they could buy. Damn it.
Yeah, well, we're talking about Friday. So
that might be crazy. Henny Palooza in Houston on Halloween might be crazy.
It's crazy last year.
I won't be nowhere near
I could
that,
easily see somebody dying at that shit.
Yeah. Great. Thank you for putting that in the air.
Hey, let's go to Houston, get everybody in Houston drunk, let them put masks on, and then play loud music in the nighttime. No, I'm cool on that. Sorry, Houston. No, y'all know I love y'all, but not rolling with that one.
Thank you for putting that in the air.
Saturday is my show at BB King's. If you don't have a ticket, get your tickets now on Ticketmaster.com. That's going to be a great show. Sunday, we are at the Middle East in Boston. That's always an amazing show, home away from home. So shout out to everybody that'll be in the building there. Meet and greets are for sale. We'll have merch for sale, and the album's really good. So I'm excited. Busy week, busy weekend. Promo Man is in the building. People are commending me for my promo man.
I commend you as well, and I don't give you very many compliments.
Really? So I am doing a good job, right?
Yeah.
To the best of my ability?
I mean, I can only compare it to your last album, which you barely promoted. So yeah, this has been great.
Everything about how that last album went out was just bad.
Which sucks because that album's great.
Good album.
It's a great
really good
fucking album. But I think that my vision for it artistically, because it wasn't able to be carried out the whole way through, so it's just a good album.
From the inside, it looks like you're happy and excited about this album. All Love Lost, I think you just needed to get that all off your chest, and you didn't really give a fuck once it was off your chest.
I really didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I wanted to get far away from Alan and E1. I do seem a bit happier now, right?
Yeah.
You're always happy around this time of the year.
Not last year.
No.
Last year was rough, Maul. My album last year, oh my God, man. I could have killed Corey last year.
Yeah, we want to kill Corey there.
I could have killed my nigga Corey. Shout out to Corey, friend of the show.
Friend
man.
of the show, man.
Definitely friend of the show.
I could have killed that nigga last year. I don't know.
Also, this quick plug this week. My brother's doing 20-year anniversary.
I saw you tweet that.
Yeah, 20-year anniversary for Reasonable Doubt, man. They having a pop-up shop Thursday till Saturday. 347 West Broadway between Grand and Broome. Come through, man.
I'm 1,000% going to that.
Shouts out
that
to
sounds
Rockefeller.
great.
Yeah.
The one in LA looked amazing.
Shout out to Biggs, man. Biggs don't want to do our podcast. He's not a friend of the show.
He'll do it
It's a
eventually,
sibling of the
man.
show.
He just he on his own wave, man. But I'll get him
know.
up here though. I'll get him
I
up
know.
here.
It's cool. We love Biggs. Shout out to Biggs.
His strides out of that situation have just been amazing to watch. He just seems like in such a good mood.
He's
4th of
changed a lot,
November
man.
looks amazing.
Yeah, shouts to 4th of November. Follow at 4th of November on Instagram. Come by the pop-up shop, man. It's going to be some dope shit going on.
Is Jay going to be there?
Jay will be there.
If Maul texts him,
no,
yo, come through.
doesn't Jay
Joe
go
not
on
coming.
to-
Jay will definitely be there. They actually redid the old D&D studio. You got to come by, Joe. It's dope.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they redid the whole D&D. They got actual real like original reels from Reasonable Doubt when they recorded it that you can actually listen to. They did a crazy job, man. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. They did it big for New York. It's gonna be dope.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's really good. I'm gonna come by. I'm gonna check it out. So
Make sure Joe's there the day Jay is there.
I definitely will. That will actually be the perfect.
That has
setting.
to happen.
you know what's funny? I definitely thought about hitting Kaiser like last week and saying, "Yo, hit Jay, tell him I need a verse."
Hit Jay, tell him I need a verse.
Yeah,
I'd like to see the reaction from Kaiser.
I think Jay knows that we're gonna rap together before we die.
I think
it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen.
Yeah, I believe that. I could see that happen.
Man, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I don't know if you could say I'm crazy. You could say I'm speaking it into existence.
I can see that happen.
I've always said that I think Jay is a closet Joe Budden fan. He'll never fucking admit it.
No, I think he will. Actually,
I think he
admit it.
would.
Yeah, I think he would admit it. I think he would.
You gotta get some
I
clout
hope I'm
juice
still
over
nice
this
when it
album.
happens.
Yeah, that would be the bad part. If all of a sudden you try to just write and be like,
Nigga, he better still be nice when it happened. Hey, talk that shit, Joe. Hey.
see, and this is why you end up in this situation.
I wonder why we end
Why?
up in these situations.
No, see, I feel like MCs respect it because they come from, like, MCs not from today, I feel like they respect it. Yo, Kendrick, that's not why he's so amazing. He in that Control verse really just said how every MC should feel. He said it politely.
Yeah.
Even though people still got offended.
Yeah. But what he said,
But what he said, there was really nothing wrong with what I want to kill all y'all. Yeah, we friends. I want to kill y'all.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with want to kill people.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought I had a special treat coming before my album dropped, but Banks is in Dubai, Kiss is in LA somewhere. I don't know where all these people are, but but at some point I got a treat coming, and boy, it's gonna be nice.
Well, hit Jay.
What would I even rap? What would a Jay and Joe Budden song even be about? How would that even sound?
To be honest, if you don't diss him, you're kind of a fag.
Why would I diss Jay? Oh, on the song, you
On the
saying?
song with
No, I
him.
wouldn't do that. What are you talking about? LL Cannabis? No, I would never do something like that. All right, so I don't think we're missing anything else that happened. Any albums coming out next week? Any albums coming out this week? Cranes in the Sky is still Song of the Year for me off the Solange album. Just want to throw that out before we end.
By
Did
the
you
way,
get a chance to listen to Solange album yet?
that
No.
shit
I
goes
heard
up
about
in the
3
club.
records off of it.
Oh my God.
I get what you. I see where it's going though. I get the vibe.
It's hard.
I get the vibe.
It's hard.
Cranes in the Sky goes at parties.
I would love to hear it at a party. I have to hear it at Sin's birthday party. I'm going to request
Sin is having a birthday party?
Yeah, I got to send you
We
the...
ain't getting invites. That's
What type of
that's
shit
crazy.
is this? No
No,
more friend of the show. Sin's not a friend of the show.
No, Sin's a friend of Joe. I'm responsible
No, Sin's a friend
for...
of Joe.
No, Sin is more than a friend of Joe, baby.
Ow, talk that shit.
Talk to him. Hey.
Oh, Joe has sex with his girlfriend. It's crazy.
Joe had sex with his girlfriend. That's crazy.
Rory got a lot of fucking jokes. But let anybody say something about Rory, make a joke about him and his girl, your whole face turned pink.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
Rory.
That's my natural complexion.
Oh, that's true too. Sleepers for the day. Maul skipped a week, so he went out and downloaded mad new sleepers.
Nah, I
y'all don't
really
even
didn't.
have one, Sean. Yo, it's crazy.
I'm gonna play one that y'all said y'all played before, but I just love the record.
This shit is
man.
wild. Even though you play, Sean, but this is Thriller, right?
You might have heard of this dude, right? Gary, Indiana. You know,
Small town.
small town out in Indiana. You know,
He had a big family, but he was working. I mean, he was grinding. He had a
Big family.
He was grinding.
Michael Jackson
He was
was
in a
grinding is hilarious.
Oh wait, can I just throw this out there because I was amazed by this stat? Michael Jackson grossed this year. He's the highest grossing performer this year, dead or alive, with 85 million. He grossed netted 85 million this year, dead or alive, highest paid entertainer. So still from his grave,
I mean, we knew that was going
he's
to happen.
shitting on niggas, man.
Oh, shout out to Game's album. I really enjoy Gabe's album.
Nah,
Anyone listen
not
to
a friend of the show.
Shouts
I'm joking. All right, yeah, shout out to Games.
to Dave East, man. He put out a dope project. That
Yeah,
shit,
I kind of want
like
to play
it.
2 sleepers, Dave being one of them. But
So play 2 because I got to use the bathroom.
all right, we'll do that. We'll shout out Dave first. Let me pull this up.
I've been holding this forever, baby.
You're just gonna walk out on is Dave not a friend of the show? You're just gonna walk out when he plays his record?
Shout out to Dave.
Dave's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing this
Piss on
because
myself for Dave? Fuck you.
for all the people out there that have their Timberland dead ass jokes on Twitter, you should still take a listen to this album because I think it's great. And I'm playing this record
I fell
more.
in
You
love
may
with you
disagree.
early, it's dark and hell is hot.
But I love this record.
Around 97 fiends selling soap and selling socks. The only thing that kept me cool in this cold world, the streets got me under influence, I've been ruined.
And I get to professing my love, and you start to wonder, expressing your questions like why?
Why?
Get to professing my love, and you start to wonder, expressing your questions like why?
Tell me why.
Why? He said, what you need love for? What do you need? All I want is you, baby.
Yo.
You're the only one that keeps me cool, baby. Keep me on my toes, I want you, baby. Love you, I had the right to, baby. Love you, say you, baby. You're the only one that keeps me
know it's you,
cool,
only
baby.
one.
Keep me on my toes, I want you.
Yo, gotta know it's you. The culture, what I care about. Ciphers in the staircases. Me and my man got knocked. We had the shared cases. I do it for the love, the hate, keep the balance right. Red wine down and it feel like a steak and salad night. Nothing in this
Fuck
world
with Dave.
compared to the music.
Yo, this album is
Imagine
really,
changing
really,
your
really
life
hard.
after you said you
Matt, you mind closing
it?
it?
More respect than love, so I ain't complaining. I'm
The more I listen to the album, the more shit I catch, the more I like it. I've had this shit on repeat since it came out. This album is phenomenal. That's Dave Easter. The Only Thing.
Shouts to Dave East, shouts to Wayno, Harlem.
Yeah, they killed that. That didn't count as my sleeper, but we just need to get a Dave record off. You got a record?
Yeah, I got
That's
a
not
record,
a Michael Jackson
man.
one?
Nah, man. This is just a record I love, man. I think y'all said y'all played it before, but I'll play it again, man. I just love the record. It's from Neo, Adore You. I know you said y'all played it a while ago, but
I don't know if we played this exact record, but we definitely played her records before.
But this is I just love this record, man.
You're making the pressure rise in my blood from my veins. You're making my heart sing. You're making my voice reach places that it's never been. No, 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 no.
Hey, this song is hard. This song is hard enough to be the sleeper twice, though. I ain't gonna lie.
This shit's crazy.
Shout out to Nail, friend of the show.
When will you be mine? You're making my sleep wait. Thinking of you is taking all my nights away. I really
Hey, talk to these niggas right quick, Nail.
This song has such an old 80s feel to it.
It's got low Tevin to it.
Yeah, love this record. Hey, wait a minute now. I heard there's a common remix of Cranes in the Sky floating around. Don't know why you did that, Common. About to tear you up. I didn't hear you.
Which EP is that one off of?
Nail, Adore You. This is off of...
Yeah, you know Rory's got to write this stuff down for the people before they...
It's off the So Good EP.
Before they kill him in his mentions.
Well, I love...
No,
yeah, it's off So Good, I believe.
No, it's not. It's off of... For All We Know?
Yeah, For All We Know. I think that sounds correct.
Well, February 15th is also an amazing EP from her, which I played sleeper songs from.
All right, pass me that chord. I tried to get Maul to introduce a new segment to the podcast where we just are placing clown juice on somebody because so many of you, just like us, were so intrigued by this terminology and it's so accurate. And so many people every week have clown juice on them. I don't think I'm exempt from that. Did I do anything clownish this week? Nah, it just existed.
No, I would have heard about it.
Shut the fuck up, Maul. Yeah, I would have heard. Yo, that's the tough part when the friends get the text. Right. Yo, your man's
your man wilding again.
Your man's is wilding.
That's why we have unlimited data.
So what happened with me was I loved Division's part on Faithful so much that on my DJ app I cut it. I cut it to just be his part because it's really a totally different song at that point. And as soon as I cut it and relabeled it in my iTunes, Division on his SoundCloud put out his own version. So I'm going to go with that for my sleeper. He put out like an extended version and it's hard.
How far we go always seems to get better with time.
Talk to these niggas, Division.
Friend of the show.
He's OVO, I don't know, man.
1985 was friend of the show. He was with us in South by the whole time.
He's down with Marty, I don't know, man. Marty's enemy of the show.
Wait, he's down with Marty and OVO.
Marty and Drake are enemies of the show. Nicki, Meek. Got pretty high profile enemies. No, French is a friend, though. Adjacent. You hear my nigga Division?
Now you're coming over and over again. Over and over again.
I'm glad he hasn't rushed to put out mad music.
You tell me I should know ya. Well, I'll get to know you again. And you want me to show ya? I'm gonna show you again. When we're in the zone, you gonna let me own it again.
I'm letting this rock.
I still got my shit. Dave didn't count as my sleeper pick.
You ain't play yours yet? I don't want to end on such high energy, nigga. Fuck out of here. How you end on my show? End on your podcast, nigga. Fuck you. Do it this time. I'm grabbing it back from you and playing a Joe Budden record. 1019. I want to welcome everybody. Hope everybody had a real good weekend out there. Weather's pretty good for October, about 70 degrees out there, a little bit of traffic. Hey, talk to him. Hey.
Feel I was slipping away. You know that I ain't gonna go nowhere, nowhere. Some of these things never change. Oh no. There's a lot going on and you know that it's true. There's a lot on my mind and you bother the times when I'm not here with you. We keep it way more than 100, we keep it 110. Show me what I gotta do. And I know that you've been working, ain't ya? You don't have no time to lay up. You just trying to be somebody. For you say you need somebody. Get all your affairs in order. I won't have affairs, I'm yours, girl. Faithful. And before you leave here,
Oh yeah, and y'all can go find this. This is on Division SoundCloud. While we playing music though, shout out to Joel, No Panty. They released their project, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So you can pick that up as well. Who else is putting new music out? That game. Mickey Fax has a project coming out next week as well. Damn, who else? I feel like somebody else important is coming out. I don't remember. I want to shout out to Anderson .Paak though. Such an amazing project.
Oh yeah. That album's phenomenal.
And he's just such an amazing talent, period. So shout out to him. He called me while I was in a meeting one morning and was really shocked that I answered my phone.
He was shocked that you answered your phone?
What happened? I was trying to get Anderson .Paak on a record.
Mm-hmm.
So his manager gave me his number, and when I hit him and I said, "This is Joe Budden," he thought I was like playing a prank on him because he's like a huge fan of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I called him, and he still didn't believe. I'm on the phone. He's like, "Nah, yo, stop playing." But he's amazing. So shout out to him and his band. I'd love to see his live show when they come up here.
His album's up there for album of the year with Solange. In my opinion, my point of view, everyone.
I agree.
Calm down.
I agree as well. Don't attack me for my opinion, but I agree with that. So Rory, you had something, right?
Yeah. I want to play my real sleeper. With the success of the show Atlanta, and I think Donald Glover / Childish Gambino is so talented that I just want
nice
everyone...
catch, Rory.
Sarcastically? Because I
really
did catch that. Okay.
It was a nice catch.
Never know with you.
Like I threw the aux cord, you caught it. You might really be Lord of the Court.
Which I'm opening up at BB King's
You're not
for Joe's
opening
show.
up at BB
if
King's
the money is right.
At Joe's show, and the money won't be right.
Right, it's funny.
The money won't be right.
The money won't be right.
Definitely won't be right.
let's nip that in the bud now.
The money won't be right.
Yeah, so a lot of people have been watching this Atlanta show. I don't know if they know that Childish Gambino is a very talented artist as well. This is a song called Sober. It may not be a sleeper to some of you, but to a lot of people that watch Atlanta, it probably is.
This is not a sleeper, Rory.
A lot of people don't know that he's an artist.
This is not a sleeper song.
So you played Usher in the Future before.
His new album.
This record is hard.
A lot of people don't know.
Who does not know that this song is hard?
You know, Rory got to get off his no shoes in the house.
Yes.
Got to get that off.
Yes.
Quick. He has to get that off.
This is definitely Rory's barefoot to the fridge music.
He definitely dances to the fridge when it's
100%. I'm so sick of Big Sean and Janae Aiko. Why is this song making me think of that?
That's really odd.
Oh, man.
You got much worse problems than me being barefoot in front of a
Shut
refrigerator.
the fuck up, Rory.
But outside of this, his album, Because of the Internet, is phenomenal. If you're looking to find more of his music.
might need to make a new verified. I ain't gonna lie. Hey.
All right, we got anything else?
Yeah, nigga, throw me the fucking alt score so I can play some real nigga shit. Hey. Even though that was real nigga shit. Come on with your fade out, man. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Even Mac looking at you like clown juice ass nigga.
He don't even have headphones on. He can't even hear.
Head ass nigga. Man, give me this aux.
Head ass.
I would be the old nigga to fuck it up. Head ass.
No, that's how it go though. Head ass nigga.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm doing it right.
Yeah, you did it right.
You sound like Good Morning America trying to say fleek.
I don't sound that bad. I really, if I tell y'all the story of Al B. Al teaching me what say less meant, I'm not ever telling it because it's embarrassing.
That just sounds like Al B. Al had to teach you what say less means. That's funny.
Because you know my literal ass, that nigga who
But if I'm saying less, Al,
Yeah. But you're
then
telling
I'm not really
me
saying anything.
that,
I don't get
I'm texting him like, well, suit yourself. Say no more. I don't have to talk to you then. He's like, no, you old fuck. Right. Say less is what the cool niggas say. Right. I was like, all right, say less then. All right, now listen. So that was our show. I want to thank all you lovely people for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with some real niggas, not them other fake podcast niggas. I had a blast, but we're going to end, as we should, with Brand New Rage. Applause. Come on, studio audience. God damn, man. You niggas don't support my shit at all. I go out there and talk to Pat, right? And I say, Pat, you bought my album? Know what this head ass nigga Pat says?
What?
No, I have Apple Music. Bitch, the fuck is you talking about Apple Music? And we done recorded this whole album here, beefed with Drake here. You done recorded everything. Man, just buy my shit, nigga.
Right.
The fuck is wrong with this guy? It's very important that I have good numbers so I can make another project next in a few months. I want to come right back. But anyway, off of that, I got to ask Rage. You already know what time it is. Rage in the Machine out this Friday. Shout out to A-Rap Music. BB Kings, we there on
Shouts
Saturday.
to A-Rap.
Yeah, shouts to the Machine. Rhode Island, what's good? Jersey, what's good? New York, what's good? Look, next week, peace.
Standing in the cypher rocking, the driving some of the hottest cars New Jersey's ever seen, the dropping some of the dopest mixtapes that you ever heard, and it's all courtesy of weed, a couple perks and lean. Baby, I wish you niggas that would owe me some bread to come and drop it off. I wish you start tonguing a girl, but she won't pop it off. Wish I knew you wasn't
shout out to Ian.
What you hopping for? But
shout out to my Jewish manager, Ian. I know you listening out there.
Normally a sponge, but it's some shit.
Shout out to Amani for no reason. You ain't do shit dope.
Shout out to E.
Listen to that shout out. You ain't do shit dope.
But I just booked my next 9 months. Ready to lock in more. Money is a lot to
Jay, what up? The remix. The remix is still there, ho. What's good? That would be hard on the low.
And if you with me, mama, rubbing your
He would
tits.
tear me up on this type of beat.
I hear they thinking about speaking my name, but if they could, I'm taking bets. Money on my hood, money on me, I'm good. Money on the wood, money on wishing that money would. That's him against the wildlife, and I got money on the woods, baby. 2 bitches, 3's company, how I half with her.
Hov, a
This
dance on
Tennessee
this.
don't do the trick, then watch
Hov,
the
text me, man. Friend of the show. Friend of the show. Text me or more, Hov. We can get this done, my G.
Bad strippers and fraudulent hourglass figures. Got a bartender thinking she'll get a gas slipper. You see a line of bottles coming, guess who ordering them? I'm pointing at one, they all coming in.
This is gonna be kind of crazy, BB Kings. This and Uncle Joe, I think.
Put vegetables in your house, nobody walking again. What time to get off? I'm showing up in 9 in one hand, 45 in the other round, and call to the 10. I mean, money is a lot to grab. Before we get to it, it's a question that I gotta ask.
Talk to these niggas, Rage.
Where all my niggas with the rubber grips? And if you with me, mama, rubbing your tits. And whatnot.
1.